Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today I'm going to be going over my team selection for Game Week 4, any transfers I'm thinking of making, going to be breaking it all down today. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below, leave a comment, what is your team looking like for Game Week 4, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, this is how my Game Week 3 went. Now, I'm actually recording this on Monday before the Liverpool United game because I'm actually away for the rest of the week. So, I'm recording all these videos on Monday. So, I'm only going to be doing a team selection this week, the Kneejerk Reactions, and the Wildcard. So, at this point in time, I'm only on 26 points. Obviously, by the time you're watching this video, though, the Liverpool United game would have happened. And hopefully, my Game Week from hell could have got a little bit better. I'm currently on 26 points. My Game Week rank of 8 mil is pushed my overall rank up to 500k. And yeah, 1 point from Edison. Obviously, Liverpool haven't played, so don't know how Trent's going to do against United. James 1 point, Cancelo 0 points, Gabriel 7 points, Cucurella 1 point, Salah captaincy, which I'm really hoping has done something by the time this video goes up. Martinelli with 6 points, Diaz, another player that I'm praying for something from, Haaland with 6 points, Jesus with 4, and then Ward with 1, Andreas Pereira with 8, Reed with 2, and then Arch with 0. But yeah, like I say, this is obviously what it looks like Monday morning because I'm away for the rest of the week. But yeah, 26 points from Game Week 3 so far. Terrible. Hopefully Game Week 4 can, well, I mean, it can't really go worse, to be fair, can it? I mean, to be fair, Game Week 3 can still go worse, you know, if something happens with like a red card in one of my Liverpool players, but we'll see what happens. Either way, that's my current Game Week 3 score. Moving on to my team for Game Week 4, though, and I do like it, but I like the last one as well. I thought my Game Week 3 team was, you know, pretty solid, and obviously went so bad. But now this is my Game Week 4 team at the moment. So I've got Edison at home to Crystal Palace, which I'm not 100% confident about, to be fair. Like, I feel like Crystal Palace can definitely nick a goal against City, 100%. We saw what they did to Liverpool. They've been really good this season so far, to be fair, with some tough fixtures. But yeah, Edison at home to Crystal Palace. Hopefully now it's at the Etihad, we can get another clean sheet because I bloody need it. And then at the bank, I've got Trent, James, Cancelo, Gabriel, and Cucurella. All really nice fixtures, all at home. Trent at home to Bournemouth. I'm definitely expecting a Liverpool clean sheet in Game Week 4. Again, they might have got one in Game Week 3. I'm not 100% sure yet, obviously, because the game hasn't been played at the time I'm recording this. But I feel like if you are a Trent and Robertson owner, you're probably going to be banking on a nice clean sheet from both of those players. I've got James and Cucurella, though, as the double up at home to Leicester. I'm hoping they both play, and I'm hoping we get something from it. Leicester haven't been great this season so far, so I'm really hoping Chelsea just, I mean, they need a response from that absolute battering from Leeds, and I really hope that Tuchel sorts it out. Of course, they don't have Koulibaly because he did get a red card, so I don't really know who's going to be bringing into that centre-back role. Probably Thiago Silva, but again, I think Thiago Silva might actually help kind of strengthen that back line a little bit. But either way, James and Cucurella, hopefully they both start as wing backs and they can just get me some points in that Leicester game because I really need it. And then obviously Cancelo at home to Crystal Palace and Gabriel at home to Fulham. Like I say, on paper, it's a decent back line. You know, they've all got okay fixtures. And yeah, I'm happy just to go into the Game Week 4 with these players. In midfield, I do have Salah at home to Bournemouth, who's going to be my captain this week. Martinelli at home to Fulham, and then Diaz also at home to Bournemouth. I just can't really get rid of any of these players. You know, they've all got really nice fixtures. And yeah, the Bournemouth at home game for Diaz, who again, as long as he didn't get injured Monday night, should hopefully, you know, I don't see why he doesn't start these games, especially with Darwin injured. And obviously, I think Jota's not back for a little bit yet either, so I don't know who else is even going to play this. So yeah, Diaz hopefully gets something in that Bournemouth game. But yeah, Salah captaincy, again, I think he's just going to be most captained again this week. So it's going to be one of those situations where, you know, if you don't captain him, he's probably going to pop off and do bits. And then if you do captain him, he's, you know, everyone else has done it anyway, so it doesn't really matter what he does. And then up front, Haaland at home to Crystal Palace, and then Jesus also at home to Fulham. So again, all my team are at home this week. My bench, Chelsea away for Ward, Andreas Pereira and Reed away at Arsenal, and then Archer at home to West Ham. But yeah, like I like the look of my team this week. I'm expecting big things, especially they're all home games this week as well. But like I say, Game Week 3, I had really nice fixtures for my team as well, and that definitely could not have gone worse. So we'll see what happens, but you know, fingers crossed I do get something. I'm not really like changing my mind about captaincy or anything like that. Obviously, Jesus could be a good option this week. Diaz could be a massive differential captain as well, which I mean, I definitely don't have the balls to do it, but I think that'd be a really, really like cheeky captaincy option there. And I definitely think Diaz could do well as well. Like, Diaz can do what, you know, he's not obviously as good as a player as Salah, but, you know, he can easily bang a goal in or two, like, whenever he wants. So, yeah, if the cards fall, Diaz could definitely get something, and it could be the case where Salah blanks and Diaz gets a hat-trick, but I definitely don't have the balls to go against Salah, especially with everyone else doing it. So it just seems to be like that's what I'm going to be going with for my Game Week 4 captaincy and stuff. And like I say, Jesus is a good captaincy, and Haaland is a good captaincy. You just can't really go against Salah because, again, if he does a lot of work and gets goals, assists, whatever, it's just going to hurt you, really. But yeah, that's my Game Week 4 team. Moving on to my transfers, like I say, I probably am just going to roll this week. I don't really know what else to do. Like, these players have got all good fixtures. Like, who do I get rid of? There are players that I do want to bring in, the likes of Tony, Rodrigo, etc., but I just can't really get rid of any of them this week. It just wouldn't make sense. The week after, though, obviously I'll have 2 free transfers, barring like any injuries and stuff like that. Again, I don't really know what to do. Like, Diaz, you know, after the Bournemouth game, do I really want to get rid of him? He's got Newcastle, then Everton, then Wolves. I mean, the Newcastle game will be tough. Everton will be a nice fixture, but I mean, I don't really want to get rid of him. Like, I really want to bring in Tony, like, so much, because he's just the player that I think I'm just missing out on. But to bring him in, I'd have to, you know, bring in like a 5.3 mil player for Luis Diaz, and, you know, who am I going to do for that? And then I'll have to play like 5-2-3, and I don't think I've ever played 5-2-3 in FPL. It's just kind of unheard of. But it might be something that I have to do. Obviously, I wanted to bring in someone like Gross or Rodrigo or something like that, but that's obviously not going to happen. I'd have to completely dismantle my team completely, like maybe get rid of Gabriel as well for Saliba. That is something I could potentially do, and that gives me 5.7, and then I could bring in Gross, and that would obviously be taking a hit. I think Gross will probably go up in price again, though. He is being brought in by a lot of players, and that could be something I do, and I have just enough for that. But taking obviously it'll be a -4 next week because I'm rolling the transfer this week, but I don't think it's really worth it to dismantle my team like that just to bring in Tony. But either way, I do really want Tony in my team, and I might just have to deal with it, either take a hit or just like not have him, and then maybe like wildcard. But the thing is, like, I'm probably going to wildcard around game week 9. His fixtures aren't even that bad after game week 9 either. Like, let's say I do wildcard in game week 9, he has Bournemouth, and then Newcastle's a tough one, but again, like, he could still score in that game. And then Brighton at home. Yeah, Chelsea, I mean, we saw what Leeds did. We saw what Brentford did to United. Definitely could score a goal in that game. Then Villa, Wolves, and then Forest. City, Tottenham, West Ham, Liverpool. Okay, fair play. That's probably where I think about getting rid of him. But from game week 9 to game week 15, I mean, I'm absolutely fine having him there. It's just, you know, not having him for any of these fixtures is a bit annoying. I mean, I could always wildcard earlier as well, maybe like game week 6 or something, and bring him in then. But yeah, I don't know. So that's kind of what my team's looking like transfer wise going into game week like 4 and 5 and stuff like that. I just don't really know who I'd get rid of, to be fair. Like, I think if any immediate transfer I make is probably going to be Cucurella. But again, I've got nothing in the bank, so it'd have to be a 5 mil player. But this is why I brought in Cucurella instead of like a midfielder, because there's a lot of options around that 5 mil price point that can bring in. Like, I might move him on to Trippier at some point after this Liverpool game. You know, they've got Crystal Palace, West Ham, Bournemouth, Fulham, Brentford, and I'm absolutely fine with having Trippier for all of those fixtures. I just hope that he doesn't go up to 5.1, which he potentially could. And then even the United game, I think Newcastle could easily smash that, and then Everton as well. Tottenham, you know, it'd be a tough game, but they could definitely get something from that game. So yeah, after the Liverpool game, I might keep Cucurella for that. And then obviously after that, I get rid of him for Trippier. And again, I know that their fixtures are just so good, but again, this might be the time where Cucurella starts getting his place a little bit up for grabs from Chilwell and stuff. Even though Tuchel brought Chilwell on for, I can't remember who he brought off for, but he didn't take Cucurella off. It's just these fixtures just look so good for like double Chelsea defense, but you know, if they're losing 3-0 to Leeds and they can't sort it out, then obviously it's not really something that's going to look too good. So maybe I bring in Trippier as well at some point. The bad decision that I made was obviously going Ederson, Gabriel instead of Ramsdale and Walker at the start of the season, because if I did that, I would have had an extra 0.5 in the bank, and that would have really helped me out. You know, I could have gone up to Perisic there instead of Cucurella. The 0.5 would actually help me out, and I could literally do like Diaz to Rodrigo as well and stuff. But you know, it's just the decision. I didn't know that Walker was going to be fully nailed and stuff. I mean, Ake is still also an option as well. Ake seems to be Well, he's injured now, but he was playing like every single game and stuff. Like, obviously came off in the Newcastle game, but he was a really nice option for 5 mil. But obviously that's just not a situation now I can really find myself in. But either way, that's my game week 4 team selection, transfer talk, all that stuff. If you enjoyed the video, please do consider hitting that like button down below. Hopefully I've got something more from this hell game week, and we can just start afresh in game week 4. Hopefully Salah gets a hat-trick. That would be perfect. But either way, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. It's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.